Okay, let's get the money thing out of the way. This is Retro Sports Network. My name is Ron Juckett. And of course, if you want to be a Patreon on my channel, go to patreon.com, Retro Sports Network. $5. If you like to do that, just, a monthly little tip helps me know that this is what I do. And so I'd appreciate that. And for $10, I'll play any action PC game, any two teams, any sport, any era. So that's what you get for 10 bucks on my Patreon. So become a Patreon today at patreon.com/Retro Sports Network. Which scene is this? No, wrong button. I don't want to restart that again. So you just saw the wrong logo. How you doing, everybody? Time for a channel update for this 8th day of June 2019. Kind of a quiet week here on the channel. The weather in Vermont actually got halfway decent for the first time. Okay, so it was 52 on Monday, but yesterday I had family over and it was 75, 80 degrees. The sun was out. Little sunburn on the back. I can see just from looking over at the camera that my chest hair has somehow gotten redder. No wonder why my wife doesn't like me. Anyway, so here's what's going on. We got a weekend game for you probably later on Saturday night. That 70s tournament resumes on Sunday. We'll have the next two games are the league finals or the semifinal of the tournament. The 73 Mets go to the Three River Stadium to play the 79 Pittsburgh Pirates. I've got some roster card I'm going to do offline. In fact, I just yanked a 78 Pirate sheet. So we're going to do it that week coming up, but you won't see it. And the American League Final, which I'm not sure if we're going to do Monday or next Sunday. I'm going to talk to Dave Little because he's the one that sponsored the tournament for. Look, we can do show and tell, sports simulations and replays on Facebook, the best group on Facebook to post your projects, whether it's on the tabletop, on the computer, on a console, whatever it is. Sports simulations and replays on Facebook as they drive for 1,000 members. Last time I looked, they were at 972. So anyway, the American League Final will be the 77 Yankees and the 70 Baltimore Orioles. Like I said, not sure if I'm doing that Monday night or next Sunday or the Sunday afternoon following. As far as the 82 baseball replay is concerned, I'll look to see what games I picked out for next week. But with really only 2 races left and we're hitting September as of next week, we're going to focus on games involving teams with a playoff chance. The first 20-odd weeks of the replay, I tried to make sure there was at least one National League game featured. Those races have not gone as scheduled. They're kind of blowout races. But over the last month of the season, we're going to focus on teams with legitimate playoff shots. So that means unless a National League team has a chance to clinch, or if the Philadelphia Phillies can make a miraculous comeback, you're probably not going to see a lot of National League ball between now and when we start the playoffs. Having said that, I believe Atlanta and Philadelphia is one of the games I picked out for next week. Philadelphia, by the way, going into play wherever I am now is 6.5 games back. But the West has decided. So even if a playoff chasing team is playing like a bad team like the Yankees or Texas or Minnesota, you'll see those because you can't have great matchups all the time. So for the last month of the season, we will be focused on teams trying to make the playoffs. If you are interested in sponsoring the playoffs, I am interested in hearing from you. It is a best of 5 for both the League Championship Series. You can make me an offer. It's a minimum of 10 games. So the best of 5. If it's a 3-game sweep in the Championship Series and the World Series is a best of 7, obviously. So it can be done as early as 10 games and as many as 17 games if everything goes the distance. So those will be all live on YouTube. We'll do as many as we can at lunch and just kind of go like they did back with the TV coverage back in the day. On the days occurred, 1 game during the day and 1 game in prime time. And I'd have to look at the calendar. But I think we're looking after the 4th. No, we're looking after the 4th of July. I think we got 5 weeks left. So mid-July, early August, and then we'll get set for our retro NFL season, which will be 86. But as I said, if you are interested in being the exclusive sponsor for the playoffs, drop me a note and we'll figure something out. Would love to have it for that. You can talk to, hopefully, we've done some business for Dave Little for his group and Dave Gardner for HockeyTournaments.com. They have been our other sponsors for football and for that 70s tournament. Okay, what else? Going to be starting a new long-term project. We'll probably do it a little hot and heavy between now and Labor Day. I'm not sure when we'll start, whether that will start Monday night or Friday night. But we're going to do something with the AFL, not the Arena Football League, but the American Football League. Starting with, I know we're going to do the first game. I'm not sure what night we're going to do it, but well, whether we'll do bits and pieces of games per year. I don't think I have enough time to do a full 15-week replay between now and Labor Day. I think there's only 12 or 13 weeks. But there's no reason why you can't do something along that line for the 1960 season. So the AFL is coming to RSN, and we will start that with the first game ever in the history of the American Football League from September 9th, 1960, a Friday night. The Denver Broncos and the Boston Patriots from Nickerson Field in Boston, former Braves Field, current home of the Boston University athletic squads. They don't play football there anymore, and I forget if they're the Huskies or the Terriers. So, which is why I didn't know. I think they're the Terriers. Anywho, so that's what we got going on. So thanks to all my Patreons, especially David Armstrong, who you know as Baseball Demos. He's the one that sponsored the Bob Stanley the opening day of the 1987 season between the Red Sox and the Brewers, and he was kind of enough to replay it on his own on his channel using History Maker Baseball. Let's see, what else can I tell you besides that, the money thingies? I know that the next talk show that we're going to do is going to be on modding your own cards and dice, modding cards and dice games. Hopefully Al Red Sox fan Dave Gardner and I, probably won't be this weekend, but probably early next weekend or maybe one night next week. We'll see. sgsvtbub@gmail.com and figure out something there. So 5 or 6 weeks of regular season baseball left. That 70s tournament. One game league final. Mets and Pirates tomorrow, and we'll find out when he wants to do the Orioles and the Yankees from Baltimore. And the finals for that will be a best of 3. And again, dates to be determined for that. So there you have it. Lots going on. 3 baseball games next week. We'll do Tuesday, Thursday lunch, and then sometime over the weekend we'll do the 3rd game. And I would have to look off the top of my head about which is the 3rd game, or which is the other 2 games. I know Atlanta and Philadelphia is one I picked, but we're now past Labor Day, or getting to Labor Day, so we're motoring right along right here on the 82 baseball replay. All right, thank you so much for all your support and well wishes, and continue keeping it up. And so for Retro Sports Network, I'm Ron Zuckett. We'll talk to you the next time.